All right, let's proceed.
Good morning. First District Court in the state of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Judge Donald Coleman presiding. While court is in session, there will be no eating, sleeping, talking, gum chewing.
Thank you. All right, this is case number 24-149378. This is Adika Sinjowski versus Park Shelton Condominium. The matter is before, I should say this is Auto Owners Insurance Company versus Sinjowski and Park Shelton Condominium Homeowners Association. The matter is before the court on an adjourned status conference. Your appearance for Auto Owners, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Splain, standing in for the attorney of record on behalf of the plaintiff, P number 82148.
Thank you, Mr. Splain. Good morning to you. For defendant or defendants counsel, your appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jeffrey Dwarren on behalf of defendant.
Jeffrey, what's the name again?
Warren.
All right, your P number, if you will, counsel.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, put your P number on the record, counsel, please.
C53481.
Thank you. For defendant, for any other defendant, your appearance, counsel.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Robert Cates on behalf of defendant Park Shelton Condominium Homeowners Association. My P number is 65394.
All right, thank you. I adjourned this matter from the 19th of February, set it for review. The parties were working on a possible resolution of this matter. Anybody can speak to that and tell me what the status of things are at this time. Please say something at this time. Mr. Splain.
Yes, Your Honor. We have discussed settlement. There's a few things that especially Mr. Cates is looking for from my client. I have requested those and I'm working on getting that. We've also received some discovery, so we are actively working on that as well.
All right, Mr. Cates, anything you wish to bring to the court's attention, sir?
No, Your Honor. We just recently got added to the case. Like Mr. Splain mentioned, we just served him with some discovery to get some information about the case. Then we should be in a better position to analyze whether or not a settlement would make sense.
Thank you, counsel. Mr. Doran, I believe it is. Anything you would wish to bring to the court's attention, sir?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very well. I see that I did not set up a formal schedule on this case and did not formally open discovery. I think the last time the matter was in front of me, there was some indication that the parties might be working towards a settlement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it on a 60-day discovery order, and I'll send out a scheduling order with regard to this matter. And so the next action date that I'm setting in this matter is going to be the 29th of May. That'll be the next time that you come back. You'll get the scheduling order from me in the next couple of days. It will have that date, May 29th, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. as a pretrial conference date. It's 5/29 at 9:30 pretrial, and it will set up discovery and other items in the context of the scheduling order. I'll send that out, and you'll get it in the next couple of days. Good day to you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, the court now calls case number 24-167725, LBMB Funding versus Derek Stallings. The matter is before the court, set on for a status conference. It looks like this is the first hearing before this court. It appears that the claim in this matter is in the nature of $1,266.87. All right, your appearance for LBMB Funding, please. I believe that Mr. Ruzin represents LBMB Funding. I don't see him at this time. Do I have Mr. Stallings?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Stallings, just sit tight for a moment. We're going to try to get Mr. Rusin, into the hearing. Did you speak with Mr. Rusin earlier today or no?
He went to another court.
We did have a brief moment in the breakout room, yes.
All right, yeah, he went to another courtroom, so as soon as he's back, we're gonna try to get him back so we can get right to your matter, Mr. Stallings.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, the court now calls case number 24174125, Credit Acceptance Corporation versus Destiny Butler. The matter is before the court set for status conference. This is the first hearing regarding this matter. The claim in this matter is in the nature of $9,453.24. All right, your appearance for credit acceptance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Kirschenheiter for the plaintiff, P75722. How are you?
Good, thank you, Mr. Kirschenheiter. Good morning to you, sir. I'm looking now for Destiny Butler. If you're on the Zoom, please say something, Ms. Butler.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good, Ms. Butler. Good morning to you, ma'am. All right, so counsel, update me on where things are. I know this is the first hearing in this regard. I see that there was a previous case that was filed, and then this was reinstated or brought as a new file. Counsel.
Yeah, Judge, happy to report the parties have agreed to enter into a consent judgment for the amount of the lawsuit plus the cost. Defendant's going to pay $200 a month. I will send her that consent to review and sign. So if we can just get another date, hopefully we won't see you again.
All right, Ms. Butler, is that your agreement in this matter to enter into a consent judgment for the amount of the claim together with court costs, with the understanding that then you would be allowed to pay that in increments of $200 monthly with a date to be agreed upon by the parties? That's your understanding of Ms. Butler?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm going to indicate that the matter has been resolved, and I will await an order to be presented to the court. I will sign that order so long as it is consistent with the terms that the parties have agreed upon. All right, so I'm going to set a control date on this matter about 30 days hence. It's going to be actually on the 30th of April, 4:30. 25 at 9:30 a.m. As long as the paperwork is in, you do not have to reappear. I think that's enough time to get this done. Mr. Kirschenheiter, what do you think?
Should be fine, Judge.
All right. All right. I wish you well. Good day to both sides.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Thank you.
All right. The court now calls case number 24174876. This is Gateway Financial Solutions versus Joyce Webb. The matter is before the court. Looks like this is set on for a first hearing in this matter. The claim in this matter alleges damages in the amount of $10,563. Your appearance for Gateway, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Your Honor, Zachary Schisler, P number 82247.
Sorry, sir. Mr. Gateway, I was having some interference there. Go ahead, counsel, put your appearance on, sir.
Sure. Yep. Attorney Zach Schisler, P number 82247, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you, Mr. Schisler. Good morning to you, sir. I'm looking now for Joyce Webb. If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time, Ms. Webb.
I'm here.
Good morning to you, Ms. Webb. All
Good
right.
morning.
Well, counsel, update me. Where are things in regard to this matter, if you will?
Yeah, I had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Webb in breakout room. We have agreed to a consent judgment in the amount of $7,500 that she would pay at $100 per month beginning April 25th.
One second. I've got interference going on here. All right, so it seems to me that the agreement is for, I think you said $7,700 with a payment of $100 monthly commencing on what date, sir?
April 25th of 2025, and that was for $7,500 total.
All right, and Ms. Webb, is that the agreement that you reached regarding this matter, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, and so counsel, you're going to submit the consent order to the court, is that correct, sir?
Yes, Ms. Webb has given me permission to sign on her behalf if you would accept. If not, I could submit it under the 7-day rule.
All right, Ms. Webb, I will sign the order as it is presented to me, as long as the terms are exactly what is agreed upon. So the attorney is going to go ahead and forward it to me, and I'm going to go ahead and sign it. The council, given that there is a consent on the records, you don't need to submit it under the 7-day order. Just submit the order
Sure.
and Kate on the record, and I will sign that order consistent with the terms that I have documented. All right, thank you. I wish both of you well, and I look forward to that order.
Thank you.
All right. All right, the court now calls case number 2424-1002. This is Ashley Clark versus McNeil Jones Jr. The matter is before the court in regard to the issuance of a subpoena. That subpoena did issue under this court's signature on 1/28/25. It set today's date for hearing for the parties, strike that for defendant to submit information in this regard. All right, do I have Ashley Clark on the Zoom? Ashley Clark. Do I have McNeil Jones on the Zoom? McNeil Jones. All right, it appears to the court that the petitioner with regard to this matter has not appeared. It also appears that the respondent in this matter has not appeared. I do see a cashier's check that seems to have been submitted to the court for the sum of the judgment. Well, let me take a look at this one moment. Yeah, for the sum remaining on the judgment of $1,951. It looks like Ms. Clark received a cashier's check from the defendant on the 7th of February 2025. That would suggest that this matter is closed. The court will set aside the subpoena and will deem that the judgment has been satisfied. Madam Clerk, will assign a satisfaction for all. All right, the court now calls case number 2424-1223. This is Christopher Kendall versus Peter Carter. The matter is before the court on the issuance of a subpoena. The record should reflect the court signed that subpoena on the 11th of February, setting today's date as a date for the defendant to present himself for purposes of providing information. All right, do I have Christopher Kendall on this Zoom?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Mr. Kendall. Good morning to you, sir. I'm looking
Good morning, Your
now
Honor.
Thank you. I'm looking now for Peter Carter. Peter Carter, if you're on this Zoom, please say something at this time. It doesn't look like Mr. Carter is here. Let me ask you, Mr. Kendall, do you have a proof of service that the subpoena will serve?
Proof of service from the court officer?
Yeah, or someone that, first of all, did you get an indication that the court officer or whoever you used was successful at serving the subpoena?
Yes.
All right, did they give you a copy of their proof of service?
No, he did not give me a copy of his proof of service. He called and said that he had gone to the defendant's address and served him, but nothing from there. He asked me to go to the post office and do a postal verification form. And from there, I lost contact with the court officer after a couple back and forth.
All right, so I don't have that's a challenging thing because I don't have the proof of service. I don't have proof that the defendant was served with the subpoena. Now, I'm not talking about the complaint. I know that he was served in the case. He also has to be served regarding that subpoena. And I mean, it's a good thing if the officer told you that he needs to give you a form, a valid form of court showing that there was proof of service. And I don't have a proof of service in the
Sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. Is this a form that I was supposed to receive back from the court officer before the court date today?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So what happens is do you have the subpoena in front of you?
I do. I do have a copy in front of me.
So look at the back of that subpoena. You see the back of it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the proof of service document for the subpoena. And whoever serves the subpoena is supposed to put information on there. And you see where the certificate of service part where it says served personally or registered mail, and then it tells that's what I'm looking for on the subpoena, because that gives me the jurisdictional right to take the next step. And that's what I'm concerned about.
Okay.
Because the officer called you, but he didn't file any. So he was supposed to give you a copy, but more importantly, that person was supposed to file a copy of that proof with the court, because it wouldn't matter if you didn't have it. If he had filed proof with the court, then I would have what I need to establish that that person was in fact served. That's the challenge that I have today. So. And you said you lost contact with the officer that served, right?
Our last communication was yesterday, where I texted him, is there anything else that I need to do or any paperwork to pick up? And he said, your paperwork has already been filed. All you will have to do is log in and they will instruct you what to do next.
Let me run something. Let's do a ROA. This one, ready?
Okay, what is
24, 241, 223. Okay. I've got, he definitely filed something with the court. When he filed was subpoena returned unserved. 3 attempts. So yeah, I mean, he obviously should have told you that he wasn't able to serve. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Given that there were 3 attempts that were made, excuse me, and the service was not successful, then you have to go forward with a different date. So what I'm going to do, sir, is I'm going to allow you to serve him by mail. All right. So here's what you're going to have to do. You have that subpoena form with you. And
yes.
So what I want you to do is you look at that form. Would you put on there just 1 second here? (14th of April). So just 1 second. The 15th of April, I'm sorry. So as you look at that form says Tuesday, 3/25. I want you to scratch out 3/25 and put 4/15/25. Got it?
Yes.
Right? Make sure you scratch out 3/25 real well. 4/15/25. 4/15 is a Tuesday, and the time is at 9:30. All the other information can remain the same. What you need to do as you take that form, and you need both pages. You have the second page of that form with my signature on it. You see what I'm talking about?
Yes, I have the second page. Yes.
So you want to send it. You want to send this to the defendant. Both pages. You understand what I'm saying?
Got it. So I'll send. This is my last copy of the subpoena. Should I just make another copy and then send this physical?
You anticipated what I was getting ready to say. Make copies. One of the main reason that you want to tell me one of the main reasons why you want to make a copy. See if you learn something. What's the main reasons? What's one of the main reasons you want to make a copy?
So that I have a record of what was said.
That's a good reason, but the main reason you want to make a copy is so you can fill out at least one form that's a proof of service because you're doing the service, okay? The back of that form, you're gonna put that you served that person by you'll put that you served that person by registered or certified mail. Okay, see that third box, and then you're gonna fill out the rest of the information that you served, and then sign off on it. You'll file that with the court.
Got it.
Okay. So you'll need to have that filed with the court before the 15th.
Understood.
Right, and then come back into the hearing on that date, and then we'll go forward from there, sir.
Understood. Same court time, 9:30 a.m.
Yep. You just follow the form. You see, you just adjusted the form to 4:15. Okay, everything else is the same. Right. Make sure you get that when the date and time or whatever it is that when you put it in the mail, that's what you want to put on that form. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I wish you well, sir. And even if you get the return that the person didn't accept it or whatever, that's okay. The court allowed you to do it by that process. And there were 3 attempts by the officer. And so that's going to be sufficient service. It seems that the defendant might be avoiding service on this, and the court will be able to go forward. Right?
Understood.
Well, I'll see you on the 15th, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, this is case number 23156665. This is GFL Environmental USA versus Detroit Wing Spot Incorporated. That is before the court on a petition in order to show cause. All right, your appearance for GFL Environmental.
Christopher Levasseur, P 35981.
All right, thank you, Mr. Levasseur, and good morning to you. I'm looking for anyone from Detroit Wing Spot, perhaps the Carlos Stewart, any person having any connection to Detroit Wing Spot Incorporated. All right, so counsel, tell me what's going on here. It looks like you did serve this on an agent of the defendant, and they did not appear for a predator's exam. So update me if you will.
We've had a lot of difficulty trying to get service in this case in general. They're, ducking as best they can. But we did get Ms. DeCarlos Stewart. I don't know if it's a male or female, but so they should be here. And I would ask for issuance of a bench warrant as a result of the failure to appear.
All right, the court on review of this matter would conclude that the defendant through his agent has failed to appear and that sufficient notice was given regarding today's hearing. Accordingly, the court will issue a bench warrant in this matter. The bond will be set on the bench warrant at $4,100. So submit your document and the court will sign off on the bench warrant.
Thank you. Could you tell me the amount again?
$4,100.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good day.
Have a good day.
I'm seeing a last name Derek and Anthony Stallings on this Zoom. Well, they're already, oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Mr. Stallings. I'm still waiting on Mr. Bruiser to come back. All right.
No problem, Your Honor.
All right, gotcha. sir.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Good. Good to see you. Good.
No, I can't complain. I woke up this morning, there's a slim possibility I might be in my right mind. I mean, probably not.
You might be.
I might be.
Yeah, she likes it. She likes it. She's coming along. Another step. Well,
No, I'm gonna say this again. I don't see what we're gonna break that long. Give her students that learn from should have her own. It's something that it's a certain you don't see work for them long. She's getting the necessary knowledge you want to do yourself. Yeah. That's stressful. Right.
I don't know.
That's easy.